So, like I said earlier, as a grown adult men and women, look, you can make your own choice. You do what you want to do. You believe what you want to believe. My more sole preference is for the kids. You know, I have, like I said, I have an 18-year-old college freshman. I have a 5-year-old granddaughter. Those are my concerns because those can influence certain things. You know, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, the Proud family. You never knew the uncle was a homosexual man, but it always threw the ending windows that he was. Now he's just all the way out. He's a flaming motherfucker now. And I got to worry about that type shit. Barney. People used to say how dangerous Barney was. The Teletubbies. That shit was on when my daughter was watching TV. I said, what the fuck is wrong with these little motherfuckers? And I'm watching it. Yeah, it's a lot of weird shit going on. We got to pay attention. I mean, look, we know it goes all the way back to the Korean War. You remember when you heard the stories that they're dropping flyers in their country to prop up the propaganda. It's been going on, and it's now it's more high tech. It's more cyber. They're just doing it in different fashion, different ways. That's all it is. My main concern is about these kids, man. Pay attention what your kids are taking in, man. Pay attention what they watching. Sit down and watch it with them, and explain to them that shit ain't real. That shit ain't what's going on. That's not what's happening. Explain to them what they're saying because they don't know any better. Like I said before, they see it, they believe it. You can't tell them nothing. They will believe it if you don't educate them and you leave it to their own demise.
Look,
Hey, shout out Hank, man.
the way I'm kind of like raising my kids is based off of understanding propaganda, right? So, um, well, to backtrack, when you was talking about the wars, it's a guy named Joseph Joe Bells. I don't know if anybody familiar with it, but he was the minister of propaganda for the cross people. They had the whatchamacallit and across seas, the inner side, right? And what they did was they dehumanized the people and then blamed them for everything and rooted the anger of the people and the distrust in society on those people, which allowed for atrocity to happen. The same thing happened in Rwanda. You can weaponize propaganda. Now with the AI targeting kids, when I say I'm using my kids kind of like in a science experiment, is I seen a test. I don't know if y'all familiar with a video called the brown doll or the blonde hair blue eye doll test. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. And that video shook me to my core because the thing that I would never want is for my daughter to look at her skin or look at herself and feel less than based off of the color of her skin by any means of propaganda or by normalizing other people. So what I did was I rooted most of the educational material that I grabbed from her from Africa, like Akili and Me, and all programs where they centered people that look specifically like her. So her self-image is and her self-esteem is through the roof because she sees herself as normal, like, or the default base that she moves through this world within. And a lot of like the things that are okay in the West, a lot of the African programming does not allow a lot of that stuff. It's me trying to find things that have been implemented in different cultures, societies, and implementing them within my household to strategically um what's the word manipulate the way in which she sees herself for a positive outcome. That's when I speak about positive manipulation. I'm 100% manipulating her to see herself as the best she possibly can be and believe anything is possible. And no one will be able to shake her self-courage or self-confidence based off of that manipulation, because the propaganda I'm feeding my kids is specifically rooted in that. And I mean really, really intentional, like really intentional.
Hold on. Let me play this little short clip right quick.
It's a whole new societal structure that we have to build, right? And that's where it becomes dangerous, and that's where I exist. You know what I'm talking about? I'm always asking the questions. They say, "Oh no, you ain't supposed to get those answers." What I'm gonna figure out a way to get it. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna trick me, or build your own thing, right? And that's the beauty of the time that we living in, is that radical imagination, right, gets to actually be executed. right? The change in media, as you may think is radical, it's only radical because they've normalized this other thing as to be what is the standard, right? Otherwise, it's not really radical in the sense that there's something wrong or bad with it. It's just an extreme change from the norm that you've been fed, right? There was a time a person say veganism and that's radical. Why? Because the meat industry, right, and the dairy industry wants you to continue to eat meat. Right now, I'm not a vegan, I'm not sure if you are, but I'm just using that as an example. Whatever is the standard is the accepted thing, and that's business as normal.
Yeah.
You can't come in disrupting the business. You feel me?
That's why they hate TikTok so much. Because all of
Talk
these
to the
American
TikTokers.
social media companies subscribe to American social norms. So if you're verified on their platform, your content holds more weight. How do you get verified? You got to have been deemed somebody by society. TikTok doesn't play by those rules. You could be somebody who has never been viral in your
Right.
life. You make one video that pops
Are you new money?
and you keep doing it,
Are you new
you
money?
can get
baby?
verification, and
Yeah.
your verification on TikTok can go back on these other platforms.
Right.
And their algorithm doesn't weight verified content more heavily. So not just because you're Charlie D'Amelio means you're guaranteed to show up on my feed. The same way if I'm on the internet, Mr. Beast gonna pop up on my YouTube every time. So they don't play by those rules, and they also let people delete and reset their algorithm. So you can go into your settings, content preferences, content refresh, and clear your algorithm and let it start over.
Come on, TikTok.
Right? Why you think
TikTok
they in
ain't
Congress in
playing.
that little committee just today tried to vote 50-0 to ban it?
Biden said if it slide off his decks, he gonna go ahead and lift up his hands if he can and go ahead and slide the pen on.
I mean, it's a threat to all American media companies. Honestly, like, you got to look at it. TikTok is the most watched platform in the world.
Yeah, and messing with the music money, right? Like Americans have been duped for so long, and they just hope that they don't have to give none of us any type of reparations. I think that's what it is, because American greed is at this all-time high.
All right, that was the last clip on that. Just wanted to just throw that in there. Go ahead, Trey, if you was about to say something.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to touch on the situation with the kids, just real quick on that too. Marcus, you were on the money with that. You have to be extremely intentional with it. The amount of situations that kids are exposed to right now, they have access to the world just at their fingertips. And I don't want us as parents to make the mistake of, you can, if you're going to shield them from it, then you're going to have to be, I don't know what you're going to do. You have to put them in private school because they learn so much in school. Whatever you shield them from in a home, they learn in the school. So I just try to expose as much as possible to them so they understand it, right? I'd show them everything outside of adult films, right? Just so they could understand how to receive these things. So they won't look at this and be in shock or be too intrigued, because you can offer that context. And I think that's extremely important for you to present them with things or and have the relationship with them where they're comfortable enough to come to you and ask you, well, what's up with this, without you, saying, well, damn, why you wouldn't even see that? Why are you interested in that? No, you say, okay, well, look, this is what this is. And this is why we don't do this, because these are the repercussions of, if you get involved with this, that's bad. So that's extremely important. Now, as far as them having the influence, like the TikTok and everything, TikTok is different. I think there's a lot of different reasons why U.S. doesn't want it, because she did allude to that in a little bit as far as the control is concerned, because they, like I was saying a little bit earlier, they want to be able to influence you, right? And there's so many different types of perspectives, and they're all over the place, right? They want you to have linear thinking, but you'll get a lot of different perspectives. And it's really taken a toll on legacy media, because legacy media before had the power to influence you totally, right? Because that's all we were exposed to, right? The writers, if you got a writer in pocket, that's it. So let's just say you had an artist. If somebody gave them a bad rating, you already know the artist would be pissed off because they're like, damn, you messing up my reputation because you say I'm horrible. Now everybody understands that I'm horrible. And that's that part of the influence. But legacy media has less and less power. People are watching it less and less. If you understand, like, people don't even have regular TV anymore like that. Like, no, not that many people are subscribing to cable. That's dwindling down to nothing. Everybody is now trained to consume their material on demand. They don't want to have to get home to watch it at 8 p.m. anymore. They want to be on a school bus or while they're in class or whenever it is that they feel most convenient for them, right? And social media has given them that. And like she was saying before, you don't have to necessarily be somebody on TikTok. You could come out of nowhere and then it just blow. Just within a week's time, you could see thousands and thousands of views if you were able to ride that wave and keep your momentum going. And there's some people with some different ideas out there. And a lot of people don't want, because so many things change, right? It changes the types of materials you buy. It changes your political views, and they just don't have that control anymore. And I think that that's the main reason why people aren't really digging TikTok as much, because now you're going to have different choices to make. You'll have different ideologies you can choose from rather than just be thrown in one direction, right? It can actually help you be you have more access to more material, so you can take your own thoughts and not have so much linear thinking. I'll leave it there for now.
All right. Anybody else got anything to add?
No, I was gonna say with Trev, I wouldn't even, not even private school, because even private schools has agenda, and especially the ones who are religious based. Your best bet is to homeschool them kids.
Yeah, I kind of meant to say that anyway. My fault, because that's the only way you could have complete control is if you just don't let them out the house. So, I mean, I still think that there's some challenges presented with that as well, but I wouldn't get mad at anybody who made that choice in today's society.
You get ostracized for it. They're pushing an agenda in real time that we do see. Look at the movies and the things they're pushing more of that lifestyle. I'll say safe words. And trying to make it a normity. That's why you see more and more young kids, if you are out there on the streets, conforming to such a lifestyle and thinking that this is the norm. They try to tell you, okay, now you can't even define a gender. They have 72 different types. Last I checked, if I'm correct.
200.
Huh?
It's 200 now.
Okay, it's 200. Wow. Oh, look at that.
For real?
200 to whom?
What?
To whom?
Marcus, you're not being facetious?
No.
It's really 200?
I'll look it up again. I'll look it up. Hold on.
And if you dare challenge it, you can be ostracized from what the movement is society-wise and the direction that they're trying to push. And that's an agenda in itself. Even 19 Keys sitting down, being a Muslim man with a woman that has masculine features and adheres to a lifestyle. Let's act like we didn't see that. He's not supposed to be even having that type of conversation with said individual. I'm choosing my words wisely. Per the Quran, if he's following it and he's devout. You understand? That's an agenda in itself. That's a whole conversation piece right there. But you see it more day in, day out, from the branding, the feminization of young boys, the term, the verbiage. When you go to work, you have to take a code of conduct where you have to learn your pronouns now, and not to offend such people. Because if I was John yesterday and I want to be Jane today, you have to live my illusion with me. So now you're now imposing on my lifestyle and my values. God forbid I forget one day and call you John and you're Jane and you're highly offended. I'm in HR trying to fight for my existence, my life, and how I keep a roof over my head. And now they're trying to, as you say, the kids, they're trying to get it earlier so the conditioning could be stronger. Yeah. So, yeah, we need to nip it in the bud per Trev. Yeah, right. And Hink. Yeah.